Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing some unboxing or some showcase of what I have bought in this previous month of October. I have just recently got into some form of DC Comics, so I do wish to be showing all of those out. Start out with the lighter aspect. Let's move my car, my Lego Porsche here, my Lego Porsche out of the way and start with Transformers. Skynet, I believe, Volume 1, which pertains from Volume 1 to 6. I've heard pretty good things about this comic book. I believe that even Optimus stepped on a deer when he first entry into on Earth, and at one point he adopts a kid. Spoiler ahead, sorry. So I've yet to read this, but I have high hopes, as this will be my first introduction into the Transform media aside from the Bayverse universe. So I'll keep you guys updated on how I feel about the book. And all the books, yes, is bought from Metro Comics, a comic book store in Hong Kong. So shout out to them, pretty good pricing. It's just available in my area. But into the more important aspects of DC Comics, Nightwing, by Tom Taylor, a very enjoyable read. I believe this is a read which comes off of the death of Pennyworth and all the storyline, which I have not yet kept up with. This is again a long story short, I have not been keeping up with any DC Comics book or Marvel comic books, so this will be my along the books which we have in the collection pile will be my introduction to what DC has to offer in recent years. From reading this, I find it very enjoyable. The dynamics between Dick Grayson and Bloodhaven wanting to try and do better for the community, I think that is a very noble thing, and he's just a very good character. I like Dick Grayson. I do love my Batman, which I'll be showcasing a lot more Batman comic books, but he's just a character which I do love very much so. But then let's get into the bulk of the video of Batman. We have first volume and second volume of Batman, which is written by Tom Kings. I believe this is Mr. and Mrs. Gotham. Very interesting jumping point into the series. I did not have much knowledge, at least I did not have much experience in reading a lot of Batman comics. So, but he's still my favorite character because I have played like a bunch of Arkham games, and this, for at least for me, is an enjoyable read, and I find that, and the only reason I'm picking this up is because I do know, oh, spoiler ahead, that there's a wedding scene coming up, which I do want to read and understand the context between Batman and Catwoman. So I hope that I hope that this issue does not disappoint, and pretty sure this is about Bane and Batman's task force, which is a good read. I do find the first one a bit more enjoyable. Let's get on to other Batman comics, which I have read some of it. This is Batman Arkham Asylum, a very dark book. I'll showcase some of the images. We have all the it's just a surreal experience reading through this entire comic. It is a comic where, see, it is drawn, the artist for this comic captures the scariness of Arkham and the Joker, and how everyone is at how should I describe it? It is a very surreal and scary Batman comic. It puts Batman through his trial and tribulations making him question who he is, what he is, whether he's doing is right or wrong, whether Arkham is going right or wrong. And as we see, Quincy Sharp is driving to absolute madness. A phenomenal book, which I do recommend a lot of you guys who are, I wouldn't say new to Batman, but just want something different aside from the usual Batman punching and kicking and doing detective work. And on to books that I have purchased but yet to read. These two are Black Label comics. Been meaning to read this. I have gotten this for quite some time, yet to read. As you see, they are still in the package. I do not know what they are about, but I am inclined to go into blind, and I'll give you a summary or some sort of reaction to the video, perhaps in next month's haul, if I end up buying anything of notable interest to show you guys on the internet. But as you can probably seen just now, Batman Hush, a very, very fun comic book, which I have not read, but I have watched videos and glimpses of it on the internet from Comic Storian. A very interesting story yet again. I cannot say anything more. I am very excited to read this comic alongside with Batman 3 Jokers, which was recommended as another comic book for DC comic book, which I should be reading if I wish to get into the DC verse, especially of Batman, with Batman itself. And lastly, in terms of comic book, we have the Ultimate Spider-Man haul. So let's start from the very first volume. This is trade paperback. This has a issue 1 to 6. Issue 1 to 6. This is the new Ultimate Universe. This is not to be confused with Ultimate Spider-Man, I believe. This is my first exposure to Spider-Man media. It is a very interesting take. Peter Parker, not to spoil too much, but Peter Parker not knowing that he should have been Spider-Man because of some kind of changes in the storyline of most Marvel characters. Won't spoil too much. Very interesting read. Art is fantastic. Do give it a shot. And because I believe trade paperback, the second volume is not out, so I've been purchasing the single issues, which let's order from. Right. So 7, 8, 9. Oh, apologies. Right, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm waiting for 11 and 12. I believe the 11 or 12 is the Christmas themed one. I have seen that, and pretty sure it will be releasing sometime this month, and I'm excited to catch up on that. Aside from the comic books, which I am planning to read, majority of them, well, not majority of them, but which I am planning to read, is some of the figurines and small mystery box toys which I have purchased or been gifted. Let's start with this little Lulu by Toy Zero. Very, very popular in China, very, very popular in Thailand as well. This little cute pig has been the storm in most of Asian communities as far as I know. And to see, that is the base, a very, very cute seashell, and the figurine itself. Isn't he a little cute, adorable thing? I must thank my girlfriend for this little gift. And if you're not too acquainted with this line, it is a line of toys by Toy Zero, which this small character name is Lulu, and they come out with a lot of mystery box, which is themed around this little pig. So we'll put the little pig aside, as well as this is a funny story, I might add. So this is the Batman mystery box by the same company. Is funny thing is that I was planning to buy this for my girlfriend, and she had the same idea of buying it for me as well. And there are a total of 6 different things that you can get from the mystery box, plus and I would believe this is the original Batman from like the late early, I would say 50s, 30, 40, 50s. I am not sure when Batman came out. It is 85 years, so if I do my math correctly, that should bring us. Ooh, that is quite far back. Early 30s, I believe. So that pretty sure that is the purple Batman with the cowl. Adam West. And then Keaton. We have the animated series, a very and I've been catching up that on Netflix. If anyone haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It is not a serious Batman, but a very sympathetic and what Batman should be. He is fair and compassionate, which I find that very interesting of a character. The Dark Knight, played by Christian Bale, of course, Ben Affleck, BVS, and then lately, the Batman. I did open this up already, and I'm pretty sure you can see what I got, but it is the 1966 Adam West Batman. And alongside with that, we have a little Batmobile. I have not opened it. I just opened to see what's inside. So, given that both my girlfriend and me bought the same exact thing, and she got the Batman played by Patrick, right? Is that his name? Oh, well, I'm doing this one take, so editor me, everyone knows who he is. The guy who played Twilight. I am very sorry. But that's the role I do remember him by. Yes. Surprisingly, very good construction quality. Nothing to complain about. For this price, it is yet again some cheap plastic toy, but still sturdy. So that's the Batmobile. Let's get a good tail. There he is. They're pegs. If they're pegs, I believe there should be a stand, right? Yep. Here. Let me open up real quick. Iconic classic yellow bat. Pop art. Yes, pop art. Let's put my man in. A very cartoonish Batman. I think it's coming off the time of censorship within the media, not wanting Batman 2 to get too violent, which you see which is reflective of most comics during that age, where not too much violence, nudity, gore happens. And we must thank, I believe, Stan Lee, maybe with an issue of comic which dived into all those harsh topic, and he didn't even care that he wouldn't get all the ratings. He just wanted to publish because of free right. Freedom of speech, I believe. I will link a video somewhere which I found that from. But yeah, a very interesting thought. Oh, those think this is not included, by the way. And let's go with a big one. I don't think I have enough space. I do have to clear this out first. This is a big boy. Ooh. It is the Sanrio collab, which let me, hello, I think you can see me. Excuse my desk. But yes, this is a Sanrio Pop Mart collab. This is in theme of the Space Molly. Let's see here. Space Molly. I'll make a separate video unboxing this. And it's a size 400 scale, not too small, because the size 100 is somewhere this size. This is size 400. And I do believe I have 1,000 lying somewhere in my house, which I can make it up for a video comparison if anyone is interested in that. But what we have here is cinnamon roll, pompurin, pompurin, pochaco, My Melody, Kuromi, and Hello Kitty, and what's that fish name called? Oh, my knowledge is non-existent of Sanrio. I don't recall. No, I don't recall. But yes, this might be a separate video. Most likely will be a separate video, so stay tuned, maybe this week or next week. I am not quite too sure. And lastly, a haul of some thing I am very interested in. Batman. By Hot Toys. This is our Arkham Origin XE suit. A very, very underrated game. If you have not played this, give it a shot. It is not made by Rocksteady, the same time that they made Arkham Asylum, City, and Knight. Where did that R come from? Knight, but still a very, very enjoyable game. I think this is in the DLC, which we fight Dr. Freeze. It has been quite some time since I played the game, so do excuse me. On the side is an XE logo. This is the Arkham logo right here. Some typography, some warning signs. And lastly, we're back here. This will be another separate video. This first impression is that he's huge. He's very big. I don't have a ruler on me right now. Never mind, I do. I'll bring up a comically large ruler, which I have for some reason on me right now. But he looks right about 12 inches, which is around 30 odd centimeters, 31, 32. This will be a separate video. I am very excited to see him unbox. I'll be doing a posing video, unboxing video, and all that jazz. So, alright, let's keep this up. Prep for the next video. Remember, guys, see you. Have fun collecting. Collect responsibly. And see you next week.